We live in a culture where somehow misery is rewarded. There is a conspiracy against ecstasy. It's not okay to be happy. And it certainly is not okay to be ecstatic and blissful for no reason. Imagine walking down the street just totally blissful and totally happy. I mean, somebody's gonna come up to you and say, hey, what's wrong with you? Well, I'm happy. Why? No reason, I'm happy. Oh, you need a doctor. What I do is I help people transform their lives. I help people resolve issues that prevent them from being happy, blissful, alive, peaceful, content, and fulfilled in their lives. I help people transform.
What if tonight everybody's life depended on your blissfulness?
Dare to be ecstatic and dare to be happy. We're all seeking that through ways that are never truly fulfilling. Money, food, sex, drugs, alcohol. We must dare ecstasy. And that's really what I want to say. At the core, each of us will already whole and complete. There is a perfection inside of each of us. I don't really coach people. If anything, what I do is I uncoach people, I untrain people, I uncondition people, and I customize processes and design experiences that really serve and support individuals in really getting in touch with who they truly are at the core level. It's called the Liberation Experience. It's a 14-day, 24/7 non-stop, radical, transformational coaching process where I take a leader or visionary to India and they're stuck with me, going 24/7, barely sleeping, planes, trains, cars, walking to the Himalayas, to the Ganges. Yeah, take away your money, I take away your passport, you have a backpack and a pair of clothes, and that's it. When all these things are taken away, my question really becomes, who are you really? What's left? Having done 14 one-on-one radical journeys to India, people began to ask me, when are you going to do something for a group to India or somewhere in the world? And when I was in Bali, I received a vision and I felt Bali. It just descended like the sun. I decided to create the Boundless Bliss process, an 11-day transformational, experiential, immersion, seminar training for 22 leaders and visionaries from around the world.
I'll be using the whole of Bali to assist you in transforming, to assist you in opening to more and more of who you really are.
A radical adventure of a lifetime without walls. The energies of India and Bali are very different. India is such an intense place, very intense. India confronts you, forces you to grow, forces you to look at yourself. But when I went to Bali, it was almost like the energy was so different. Bali is the oasis. It was literally like I wasn't transforming in a sense through intensity, I was being melted. So what I found different about Bali is that the energy of Bali is so profoundly feminine that it allows the nervous system to relax and just melts away those fears, melts away those layers, and opens you to who you truly are, opens you to the bliss of your being. Every time I go to Bali, it's like just, I exhale. It's like, It's such a beautiful country with such a reverence and understanding for spirituality. The mystical dimension of life is still very much a part of their lives. And to me, you can feel it in Bali. It's palpable. Somehow in the West, in the modernness and the high-techness, I feel we somehow have lost touch with sometimes the sacredness of tradition, the sacredness of culture. And Bali to me has the best of that world. If you're lost in Bali and you go to someone's house, that person will get on a motorcycle and drive you 5 miles to try and get you to where you want to go to. Now, I mean, come on, where does that happen on the 405? There is a power of what I call transformational travel. You can go to Bali on your own, and that's fine, and you'll see the temples and the caves and what have you. I'm taking you on a journey where, sure, you're stepping outside of the TikTok, the everyday, mundane matrix for a moment, but I'm going to take you to the Bali that you'll never see otherwise. I'm taking you on a journey to face yourself and find out who you truly are. The first time I went to India, which was over a decade ago, I literally ended up on the back of a train. On this train I was jammed like in a sardine can with the poorest people in the world, and I remember weeping for about 4 to 5 hours, feeling the sheer suffering of humanity, children sick, people starving, and a sense of a total disrespect for human life. And my heart literally broke, feeling so close, like I could smell the suffering of humanity. I remember having this thought, like, what would it be like to have, the head of Nike, the head of Google, people in leadership positions on this train, in this experience? How would it impact how they led people, how they impacted the world? And as a result, that's what really inspired me to create my liberation experience. And it was really out of that's what inspired me to create the Boundless Bliss process. This journey, this program is not for everyone. It's really for a select group of visionaries and leaders that are radically committed to serving the world. It's for those that are ready to get in touch with and live their life purpose fully in the world. It's for those that are craving and wanting and just inspired by living adventure.
Imagine living a life beyond your wildest dreams. Imagine living a life of passion, of joy, of adventure, of excitement. Imagine living a life where you're seizing every moment. Imagine living a life where you're touching the mystery and the magic of now.
What I'm first and foremost radically committed to is serving each person in their transformational process. It's a great responsibility, and I don't take that lightly.
There is so much available to each and every one of you. I invite you to cross over to the other side. Join me on a journey of boundless bliss.
He lives what he speaks, and what he speaks, he's already done. He's lived it.